Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Samson, the Roadman. Today I'm going to be talking about some of the get-rich-quick schemes that have been reported in Zambia. Okay, now when I say in Zambia, it doesn't mean that these get-rich-quick schemes are not actually in other countries. So let me know in the comment section where you're watching from, and let's see as we get to discuss some of these schemes if they are there also in your country. And if they are there, say yes, I know about some of these things, they're actually here in my country. Yeah guys, so just so that we can actually alert others, so that they don't fall prey to such kind of get rich quick schemes. So yeah, if you're new on my channel, kindly consider subscribing, turn on the bell notification so that whenever I do post a new video, you guys don't miss any single of my upload. My name is Samson. I do a lot of travel videos, but today, because I'm incapable of moving, so I thought I need to sit down and guys talk about some of the things that may actually affect you as a traveler that is coming to Zambia, or as somebody that is living in Zambia, or somebody with an interest in Zambia, or someone with an experience about these get rich quick so-called schemes. So yeah, I decided a talking head video today, because of those reasons. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. A lot of these get rich quick schemes that are actually happening all over the world. Alright guys, so in our video today we'll be looking at the Ponzi schemes, the pyramid schemes, mining investment scams, cryptocurrency scams, forex trading scams, and things like that. So expect some of those things as we go along. Okay, so remember to do those things, guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do a lot of travel videos. Please subscribe so that we get to the real numbers and to start actually traveling a lot. So okay, so let us begin by looking at a Ponzi scheme. Okay, now Ponzi schemes, how you are able to tell that this surely is a Ponzi scheme. First, you look at the promise. They promise unusually high returns. For example, 20% every month. A good example is the one which was very famous recently, which was called Double Your Money scheme, where investors were promised, double their investment within 3 months. Three months. You can imagine, 3 months you double your investment. But let us look at reality, or in this case, one, there are no actual investment, just paying earlier investors with newer investors' money, so they get your money. The people that invested earlier, like the old investors, of which some of these, the guys behind the same schemes are actually the first investors, and then you that are coming in, they tell you to say pay these, and then your money will increase and stuff like that. Okay, but this is never true. Okay, so that's basically a Ponzi scheme. But then let us move on and look at a cryptocurrency scams. Now, in terms of cryptocurrency, Zambians, we don't pay much attention when it comes to looking at issues of cryptocurrency, because most of us already think it's a scam. Cryptocurrency is real, but there are scams within that thing. So the scam part is where we are going to. That's what we'll be looking at today. Okay, so what's the promise in this particular one? So the promise in for example, here they say you'll be guaranteed profits in Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. Guaranteed profits in Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. Now, a good example is CryptoGains platform. CryptoGains. Some of you lost a lot of money, in the CryptoGain platform. It was actually claiming that 100% monthly returns on cryptocurrency investment. Did anybody get their money? No, they didn't. But let us look at in reality. It was purely a fake platform. It was using phishing for logging, credentials, and it was now used to steal some funds. So that is a purely a cryptocurrency scam in its own. So you guys, you've heard about some of these things like crypto gains. Some of you lost your money, and a lot of people actually continued to lose their money even afterwards, in some other cryptocurrency scams. Okay, so that is about cryptocurrency scams. Let us look at the pyramid schemes. The pyramid schemes. Guys, I cannot emphasize more on this particular one because I've talked about it in my other video some months ago. I actually talked about the pyramid schemes. The pyramid schemes, guys. So how does this one work? The promise is actually high returns, of course, for recruiting others. Now, for example, Money Game. Money Game scheme, which was requiring recruits to pay 5,000 approximately, which is about $250 to join. Okay, that was Money Game. Now, reality was that no actual product or service, just recruiting others to join. That's it. Then you get money. Did anybody get money? What happened in the end of that one? So a lot of people lost their thousands of kwachas in this particular called Money Game. So that is a pyramid scheme. What is involved is that the pyramid, at the beginning of any pyramid, what you should know is that at the beginning of any pyramid, the cash flow is huge. Like people that are joining in, they are bringing in money, and the old ones are getting the people that are joining are bringing in money. The old ones are getting paid and stuff like that. But then it reaches that point, the tip, the top part of a pyramid. That's where things get dicey, because money stops coming in because a lot of people need to be paid than people that are joining. So that's how a pyramid scheme works. When it reaches there, that's where you find that now people stop getting paid. And what happens next? They close. So they go with your money. You are promised that you're going to make a lot of huge returns on, on your money, but then nothing comes back. You can imagine you invest at the start, you put in like a 10,000 kwacha, and you're hoping that in the next maybe 1 week you're going to get maybe a 15 or a 20,000 kwacha, and then after 1 week it's closed, it's gone. It has already reached that peak. It has reached that peak. Okay, so that doesn't take you anywhere. It's one of these get rich quick schemes that doesn't really lead you to anywhere. So that's about the pyramid schemes. If you know that you've experienced some of these, let me know in the comments down below, or if you've heard of somebody that lost money to some of these schemes, get rich quick schemes that are happening in Zambia or in any other country where you're watching from. Let me know in the comments down below. Okay, so then now number 4, let us look at the forex trading scams. Forex trading is real. We know that it happens. There are people that are just that are doing it, and people that have gotten rich out of it. It takes a lot of time for you to master the forex trading thing. But then even after that, there are a lot of scams that are actually happening, like in Zambia and everywhere in the world. That one I can actually tell you. So what are these scams and how does it work? So forex trading scams, there's a promise, like I said. So they guaranteed like profits in forex trading. For example, Forex Pros platform, the platform that people are still crying even today. The Forex Pros, it was claiming 50% monthly returns on forex investment. 50%, guys. Where on earth? Where on earth? Percent monthly returns on forex investment. How did it end? Those that have been doing it, that did it, they know their story. Others have committed suicide. Others, people have really, like people invest a lot in these get rich quick schemes, but then when the disappointment hits them, when things go sideways, they also go the other way. So it's really like something that I wouldn't actually encourage anyone to to participate in. So this one was called Forex Pros, a platform that claimed that is going to be giving like 50%. You're going to earn like 50% monthly returns on your investment. Okay, now what was the reality? One, the so-called broker was unregistered. You know, there were a lot of manipulating in terms of trading results, and of course stealing funds as well. So that was the reality when it comes to Forex Pros. That is, Forex Pros seem to be like a good platform for everyone because of what? Because of the 50% monthly return promise on people's investments. How did it end? Bad again. So that is on Forex trade scams. So be careful if you see something like Forex Pros. If you want to participate in it, it's at your own risk, guys. Okay, so let us look at the fifth one, which is called lottery and prizes scams. Okay, so this one I'm calling it this way because there's a promise, of course. What is the promise in this particular one? They're saying that winning international lottery or prize is, for example, email claiming you've won 1 million in the UK lottery. I know a lot of people that have actually experienced this. People have received like a lot of emails in this case. And this one has actually persisted because I remember like even back in 2007, 8, somewhere there, personally I actually received such kind of an email that I had won I think 500,000 US dollars at that time. You can imagine 500,000 US dollars, and they told me, no, you need to deposit this and that so that your account can do this and that, you know, such kind of things. So lottery and prize scams are real, guys, and they are happening, and they're happening everywhere in this world. So you need to be alert and make sure that you guard yourself and your families, friends against such kind of schemes, the so-called get rich schemes. So when you receive such kind of an email, you know your heart pumps like, oh my goodness, I've won this. But then what is the reality? The email is fake. That's the reality. The email is fake. So when the email is fake, and also there's a demanding payment for processing fees. Yeah, like I told you. You know, like this person, after I actually replied to them, they told me, do this, do that, so that you receive your money. And among what they told me is the processing fee, which they say, no, you need to do this, send this money or put this money in your account, and then give us this and that, and then we're going to process that. Oh my goodness. Purely a scam. A purely scam, you know. So that is a scam, guys. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. I mean, don't fall for such kind of scams. Okay, advance fee frauds. Let us look at advance fee frauds, guys. Okay, so for example, what's the promise? Business opportunity or loan with high returns. Okay, what's an example in this particular case? Invest 10,000 kwacha or 500, which is equally to about 500 US dollars, and get 50,000 kwacha, which is about 2,500 US dollars in 2 weeks. You know, that's a promise. But what is really like the reality? This is purely, you know, you find that a scammer. This is because this is purely coming from a scam. So a scammer will actually disappear with payment. A scammer would disappear, you know, with your payment. After you've just made that payment, you try to call, they won't be picking up anymore. They are gone. Like really like they are gone. They've disappeared with your money. So that is about the advance fee frauds. You know, it happens anywhere. It can happen anywhere. It happens in Zambia. It happens anywhere. Okay. Okay, let us look at the seventh one. The seventh one is basically a mining investment scams, and for those, especially those that are abroad, I don't know. I was actually the other month, I was actually listening to BBC, and there was a very good program, or there was a very good uh, uh, podcast which they were doing, and it was called the $6 billion gold scam. Now that happened in Malaysia, and so far no one has been brought to book. But then let us look at this one, mining investment scams, like in Zambia in our context here. What's the promise? High returns from mining investments. That's a promise. So you're going to be making a lot of money. Hey, man, you're going to be making lots of money. So invest this amount, and for example, invest in our copper mine and get 20% monthly returns. You get it? So when you hear the 20% monthly return, your heart jumps. You know, like, wow, that's a lot of money. So if you've got like a 50,000 US dollars, you would rush and invest such kind of money. But what's the reality in this case? So reality, there's no actual mine, you know. So in reality, you find that there's no actual mine. There's no actual mine, just fake documents and promises. You know, that's all they give you. So a lot of people have actually fallen a prey to such kind of a scam, especially Egyptians and those from the Middle East. You know, they have really like fallen prey to such kind of scams, where they come here into Zambia, they are told such and such a mine doesn't exist, you know, and now that's when they feel, you know, like the whole world's weight is on their shoulders. It's here. That's the time you get to cry, you know. So that's the mining schemes, the mining investment scams that actually happen in this country. I know it may happen anywhere in Africa, anywhere in the world. Yes, guys. All right, so number 8. Let us look at number 8. Number 8 is social media investment schemes. Social media investment schemes. Now, what is the promise in this particular one? Okay, so the promise in this particular one is, for example, a Facebook post. You see, like, there's a Facebook post that is claiming invest 1,000 kwacha, which is about $50, and get 5,000 kwacha, which is about 250 US dollars, you know, in 1 week. You know, you see that. Some of you have seen such kind of posts on Facebook. Invest 1,000 kwacha and get 5,000 in 1 week. Well, what's the reality in there? The reality here is that this is the fake investment. It's purely like phishing, you know, for login credentials. If you try to go there, if you try to follow their links and stuff like that, you end up losing your Facebook account. You end up losing important information about you, you know. So if you see such kind of posts claiming this and that and that, invest this amount of money for you to get this amount of money after 1 week, just know that this is purely a fake investment. It's actually what we call phishing. So when you follow those links, you're going to be to lose your account, you know. And I know a lot of you know, big people like celebrities that have actually lost their account. Big people, politicians that have actually and they say, no, I've been hacked. You haven't been hacked. You've just followed a wrong link, you know. Hacking totally, for me, the way I understand it, hacking and phishing are two different things. Phishing, anyone can do it, but hacking it's hard, you know. But phishing, this is a simple way of just getting your data, and they use it now in your when logging in, you know, and they get access to your account. Okay, so that is about the social media investment schemes. Okay, so the 9th one is get rich quick seminars. Get rich quick seminars are on rampant right now in Zambia. Okay, so what's the promise? Overnight wealth through secrets or training. Yes, guys. So this is happening. Like these are get rich quick seminars. The promise which they usually give you is that overnight wealth through secrets or training. A good example is a seminar claiming make 10,000, which is about 500 US dollars in 24 hours. Is that possible? Is that possible? So you have to question some of these things for you to be, if you can't get like the right answers, then you begin to think, wow, this is purely a scam. But the reality in this particular one is that overpriced seminars, selling worthless materials and things like that. You see some of these. I don't want to mention, the so-called the people that conduct these seminars. I don't want to mention some names here, but you see that they are overpricing whatever that they are selling, and of course what they are selling is not even worth it. It's worthless materials which they actually bring and sell to you. So those are get rich seminars. Okay, let us look at some examples. Let us look at the 10th one, but not the least. So mobile money scams in Zambia, and just like in many parts of Africa and some parts of the world, actually are rampant as well. So what's the promise? High returns or cash prizes through mobile money services and things like that. What's an example in this particular case? A good example is claiming win 5,000, which is about 250 US dollars with our mobile money game. Huh, guys? Are you sure? Are you sure? So then what is the reality when it comes to this kind of thing? Purely it's a scammer stealing mobile money funds. These are scammers that are stealing mobile money funds. Okay, real life examples in Zambia. Let me now get to some of these guys so that you also get to know about them. Of course, before I get to real life examples in Zambia, let me look at two bonus ones. There's a very famous text that you receive from certain numbers, like in Zambia. We're looking at mobile money now. Certain text that you receive is most of these common ones, actually. Number one is where they say, like in Zambia, the government is giving out CDF funds in different provinces, so CDF, whatever. So provided people have heard that there's some money that is being given out for certain projects, for school or stuff like that, you receive a message. If you're in Zambia, you receive a message, for example, to say impia shabalanda nashfuma, meaning money for that is money for the widows, money for the poor, money for the social security monies, like money for the poor is out. Bring your NRC so that you come and send your NRC so that we send you the money and stuff like that. Okay, so what they are saying there is that you send them a bit of money, and then they will process your part of your share, of that money which is being given to the poor by the government. So if you know that you are actually, in the actual sense, you may have registered for that, and then a message such as that one comes and they tell you the money is ready, send your NRC. You will definitely send them, but then the next step they will tell you is send us this amount of money, processing fee, so that we send you that money. So it ends there. That's when now you are swindled. With the moment you send that money, for example, you want to get a 2,000 kwacha, okay, a 2,000 kwacha. Them, they would tell you, okay, you're supposed to get a 2,000 kwacha from the government, but then these guys, they'll tell you, okay, just send us a 300 kwacha as processing fee. and you look at it, you do your math, and then you say, okay, it's fine, let me just send this 300 kwacha. You send because you are expecting you're going to get like 1,300, 1,700 kwacha, you know, in return. So, but then the moment you send, their phones are off, and you realize that you've been scammed. So those are some of the 10 schemes that are actually happening right now in Zambia. Okay, but then let us look at real life examples in Zambia. In 2020, the Bank of Zambia warned against double your money scheme, which I've actually talked about, which collected over 10 million, which is about 500,000 US dollars from unsuspecting investors. Guys, this happened, you know. So then in 2019, the Zambia Police Service arrested individuals running a pyramid scheme called Money Game, which had over 10,000 members. You can imagine how much money these owners actually made. So I think in conclusion, I'll just say stay safe, guys, stay safe. Verify information with relevant authorities, research thoroughly. You know, don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Report also suspicious activities. You know, you can actually report scams to Zambia Police Service on 1011, Financial Intelligence Center, which is FIC, on Financial Intelligence Center, which is on +260 211 235 555. You know, Securities and Exchange Commission, which is on +260 211 228555. The Bank of Zambia, of course, you can also report to the Bank of Zambia if you see some of these schemes. You know, their contact detail is actually +260 211 225555. These will be able to advise you on the next step to take, or they can actually take up such kind of cases. So yeah, my name is Samson the Roadman. I hope you found value from what I've shared with you today. The top 10 scams, get rich quick schemes and scams that are actually prevailing, that are actually happening right now in Zambia and in many other parts of the world. I'll see you in my next one. Maybe in my next video, I'm actually going to address real investment opportunities that are there in Zambia. So stay tuned for that one, because it will be coming up in the next few days. Bye bye for now. Take care of yourselves, guys.